Yo guys, how are you doing today? Today me and Kilius are going to make a video on how Xbox One gets hated on too much, even though it's actually pretty decent.
Oh my god. Are you okay, Connor?
Yeah, why?
There's like a bunch of wind noise. It was funny. Okay. So today we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be having a positive video about the Xbox One because I have the Xbox One and we're gonna have some positive videos about consoles and how they're actually not as bad as I did a video on them after I had a bad day. So we're gonna start with the Xbox One, and this video series is gonna show how the PS3, the Xbox 360, and the PS4 are not that bad, after all. So, anyways, so we're gonna start with the Xbox One. The Xbox One has a nice, has a decent UI. You can stream songs from your computer. That's pretty fun. The TitanFall gets trashed on way too much. It's actually a really good game. Like, I don't know, the hype kind of died out, and I don't like when hype dies out on like good games.
Well, I haven't played that game yet, so I don't know if I have input on that game, and I haven't played the Xbox One either.
You can probably, I'll try and beast this game. These are just like bots right here. Anyways, Connor, have you ever watched videos where they're constantly trashing the Xbox One for being a shit console?
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure you
Yep.
haven't read YouTube comments about 12-year-olds saying how the PS4 is better?
Nope. Never. I never go into the comments, and I never watch videos about people ranting.
From what you've heard from other people, even including people in your school, do you think the Xbox One gets trashed on way too much?
Well, none of my friends really game that much,
But the
but
but the people you know
and
who
most
do,
of them are people I know who do. Um,
like for example
well,
James,
actually,
Kyle.
people that I know, James and Kyle, I actually have never spoken to them about a Xbox One. Well, they are PS4 users, and I was a PS4 user for a couple of months too, and I actually really enjoyed the PS4.
Uh,
But it was just not my thing, and I just didn't. I love the remote. I love the feel of the remote,
yeah, the
and the
controller.
PS4 was a brilliant console, and I just didn't. I don't know. It was. I had like a lot of good games. I had like Ghosts, and Ghosts is another thing. Ghosts gets hated on far too much because I believe that it's an actually pretty fucking good game. Ghosts is one of my favorite Call of Duties.
Yeah, in all honesty, I think it's as good as Black Ops 2 was.
Yeah, I mean the story. Have I? No, I haven't even completed Black. I haven't completed the story on either of them, but I played the multiplayer thoroughly on both of them, and I can tell you this one thing: Call of Duty Ghosts. If somebody was like, "Hey, you want to play Call of Duty Ghosts?" I'd be like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I want to play some Call of Duty Ghosts." So I
You know what? I
really,
think
really enjoyed that
after all
multiplayer.
the like 10-year-olds and all the stupid people left, I think it did turn into a good game. After we don't have these stupid
Yeah.
YouTubers who are constantly bitching about like there was hit marker problems and all. And you know what? I think Battlefield 4 and Ghost got trashed on way too much because they were actually decent games. And yes, I will call my Titan in
hmm
10 seconds. As you can see, I'm level 9 here. I've been playing for about 1 day.
I mean, I'm looking at the specs of the Xbox One right now. It has a custom 8-core AMD APU for some reason, and its graphics are 853 megahertz AMD Radeon GCN architecture inside of the APU. So it is an APU, which I would never recommend because it's only 1.7.5 gigahertz or 1.75 gigahertz, and I'll look up the PS4 specs right now as well.
Yeah, but in all honesty, are you going to be doing video editing on the Xbox One?
No,
I,
but it's still nice to have a.
yeah,
Let
it's
me
still.
see. Okay, let me see. So, CPU. Okay, so the PS4 has a four. Wait, this isn't even good. Processors. AMD. This isn't telling me very much. I'm gonna leave this up there 1 second. PS4 tech specs. Get inside PS4. Let me check the good job.
Okay.
Command.
Hey Connor, by
Okay.
the way, I was wondering what mic do you have?
Well, mic, I'm just using a fucking shitty little mic that I had for a while because I forgot my. I got a snowball.
Okay, and how much is a blue snowball?
Um, You can get them for really cheap. I got mine off Amazon, and it was like €40 to buy, but then the delivery was really dear.
Oh. How much did you end up paying in
So,
total?
oh, like I'm paying like €80 or something.
Well,
So the PS4 has a 84 or 84 AMD
8 core
Jaguar. It's an
AMD
8 core
Jaguar.
processor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an 8 core processor, the same as the Xbox One. And the graphics card, where the fuck, it doesn't even tell. Oh, the GPU, here it is. AMD next generation Radeon based graphics engine.
So they're the exact same hardware. Are we
Pretty much.
they're the exact same hardware? And so why are people trashing on it so much? Even though
I think it's because of the Xbox One's RAM. One second, memory. Yeah, the PS4 has 8 gigabyte of G or DDR5, and the Xbox One has DDR3.
yeah, no, it has
I think
DDR3 and
that's right.
GDDR5. And do you want me
No,
to
no, no. I'm
explain you the
looking at it right
difference?
here.
Basically, the difference is GDDR is graphics card memory. And the reason the Xbox One does decent, even though the graphics card is slightly worse, is because the two memory systems are completely different and they're separated. So you can optimize the shit out of each one. Whereas on the PS4, everything is part of the same thing. If you get what I mean. It's only graphics card memory.
Mm-hmm.
So that means sometimes you'll have processor limitations. But, you know, that's something that you have to expect. Some people are saying that they're already outdated, but considering that, like, last gen we had upscaled 480p games, I'm telling you, having both the PS4 and the Xbox One, that I feel that they are not underpowered. I feel like compared to all the people that are ranting about them, they're not that underpowered. They'll do the job for at least 5 years. You know, we'll get ourselves some stable 1080p 60 FPS on most games. And if we have to have 900p, we'll get 900p. You know, I was trashing because you know the servers have been kicked out, and recently Lizard Squad attacked yesterday on the PS4 and
Shouts
Xbox
out to
One.
Lizard Squad. I love what they done. I thought that was absolutely genius. I know that you'll probably be like fucking dicks because you got both an Xbox One and a PS4 for Christmas. But I just thought that it was genius. They planned to do it on Christmas Day.
I,
And if
I,
I was happy,
I
that's
never said
exactly
it
what I
was a
would have done.
genius. I said they were, I still think that it is a bit stupid. But you know what? I think what must suck the most is being called by Sony the 26th of December, been told, you need to get into work today to fix this shit. You know, that would suck the worst. I'm just thinking
Yeah,
about
I
the people who
suppose.
did that. But other than that, I think it's a good initiative. Even Anonymous said GG.
The PS4 also has 256 megabytes of DDR3 RAM, as well as 8 gigabyte of DDR5, and
What?
the
What?
extra
What? There's
DDR3 RAM is
DDR3
for
RAM?
background tasks.
There's
Yep,
DDR.
there's 256 megabytes extra for background tasks.
Oh. So that's for the second processor?
hmm It's
Oh.
for like when
Yeah,
you
like
can the way you can download stuff and play at the same time. It's probably for that and things. Whereas the Xbox One doesn't have that.
the Xbox One does not have that, but it has the feature that the PS4 doesn't. It can download in standby mode if you use the
The PS4 can do that.
yeah, but I don't know. The only feature the PS4 doesn't have is there's the Xbox One has power saving mode, and the PS4 doesn't. Well, it does, but it's not the exact same. On the Xbox One, the power
And why
saving.
would anybody use? I wouldn't use power saving mode. What the fuck?
Well,
What
the
would be
power
wrong with it?
saver mode is, for example, when you don't need to do like the tasks. Like, for example, when you just like turn off your thing at night instead of like leaving it on, which I do. My dad, for example, if I was living with my dad, he'd bitch so much about that when clearly, you know, I'd say an electric shower uses more electricity than both the Xbox One, the PS4, and a computer for a single day. And we're talking
hmm
about a 35-minute shower. That's all I have to say. So, you know, if you take those and then you bitch about the PS4 and the Xbox One using power, the only default that I found to the Xbox One so far is the fact that the power brick is so large. I just think
That
that is.
Xbox always had a large power brick.
I know since the original
Always.
Xbox, it's a bit ridiculous.
hmm
But other than that,
Hmm.
it's a wonderful console. The connection to the Xbox Live servers and the PSN servers since about 10 o'clock this morning has been great. The online has been going back up since Lizard Squad attacked yesterday. You know, GG to them. You know. Uh,
Respect.
Finest Squad tried to take them down offline. They didn't manage to do so. We'll see what happens between the war of those two. But other than that, I thought, you know, it was really good. I thought it was something pretty nice. So, Connor,
Um,
do we have any
let's
other,
just
no,
let's just quickly say,
yeah.
if we were to buy a console or a PC the next day, I know in my opinion I would get a PC before either of these consoles
Well, considering I have a
easily.
decent enough computer and I don't have that much games on Steam. And yes, a Let's Play of Borderlands the pre-sequel is coming soon. So I'll be doing that. But first of all, I'm going to be messing around with my Xbox and PS4 some more. And I think that's... Connor, do you feel like stopping here? Have we...
Yeah.
Okay. So, shout out to Iowa's Connor for the dual commentary. And, you know, I'll let yourself do your shout out and end the video here.
Yeah, check out I Was Connor on YouTube. Sick as fuck channel. Thank.
Okay, so anyways, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Hope you had a very merry, happy Christmas and happy New Year. Cause, you know, I'm not gonna make a video till New Year's because I'm busy, but whatever. Anyways, happy New Year, early happy New Year. Anyways, see ya. Dank.